everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on this 1996 GTI again. We have a few more things we have to button up on it. Got to buff and polish it, make it look shiny, get our new registration decals on it. We're going to replace, get a nice replacement hood deflector on this. That's all cosmetic issues work, as well as getting those HydroTurf mats we cut. We'll get those installed. Once we buff and polish and get it cleaned up. But as far as mechanical wise go, as you saw in the last video, we got the exhaust put in. We also got our pump put in. I did that cone testing, pressure testing video, and then I did an install video on this on the pump. So now we're ready to get it fired up. I put a battery in it. The battery is not the right battery. It's a 20L, which is taller and skinnier, but it will work for firing it up. We got that. I got that installed. And next we have to put in new spark plugs, and I will go over some spark plug issues with you in just a minute. I already tested the key that came with it. I will be programming a new key to go with this key when I sell it. So this is the original key. It does work. I haven't fired it up yet, but we will be doing that. We got gas, 5 gallons of gas in the tank. We did a little pre-mix with our XPS mineral oil. Of course, we got our oil tank filled, our rotary cavity filled, and our oil lines for the oil injection. We got those primed as well. So basically, we got those spark plugs in it. Maybe have to throw some starting fluid or some gas in the carbs, and hopefully we can get it fired up. So I haven't tried firing it over. I've only turned it over once with the spark plugs out to make sure that the key was good. So let's get started. We'll take off this seat. As you can see, I replaced that green strap with a nice yellow strap. And the plugs that were on this, they are BR80Ss, as you can see. They are BR80Ss, but these are the removable twist caps. And these can come off in vibration and cause spark issues. And that's why I do not recommend these. I like to keep these just for plug, to fill the plugs for work and spray paint and whatever. But I do not recommend this style spark plugs for long use. If you're out somewhere riding and you need new plugs and this is all they have, it'll get you by. But if you start having spark issues, running issues, it's probably because that vibrated loose. We have our new ones here. These have a different part number, BR80S. This is the part number that's different, 3961. 3961. That's the part number you want. These have the solid caps, not removable. So these are not removable. It's a good solid cap, so you won't have that issue. So we have our new spark plugs. I'm going to spray just a little starting fluid in the spark plug hole. And we will get these on. Now normally, since we got fresh gas lines, we need to prime our system. It will take several attempts to do this, to get that system primed. So I don't expect it to fire up and run the first time. Throw those boots on, hear them snap. I'm going to go ahead and take this off just in case I need to throw some, spray some carb or starting fluid in the carbs. I'm going to make sure my rotary valve oil line is turned on. There goes the moment of truth. Should we choke it or not? Battery sounds weak, but that pump is probably struggling because it's a new wear ring. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. If we have this problem with the new wear ring, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our wrench, our impact, and we're going to crack those nuts loose. So I got my 17 here. Let's see if we can get back in here to the pump. May need to drop that reverse gate. Crack it loose. There we go. Now let's see if it makes a difference. We got our spark plugs back on. And we are ready to try to start this bad boy up again. Let's see if we notice a difference. Oh, look at that. Fired right up. Okay. My choke here. We got to adjust the idle, of course. Whoops. We got to adjust that idle. So we will reach down there and adjust that idle. We got our little tachometer here. We want that to be at about 3,500. So we'll reach down in here, and it is a pain to get to with the air box on, but may have to take the air box off to adjust that. I can feel it. That little T-handle thing is just hard to turn. Now ideally you want the air box on when you're setting the idle, but what we're going to do is we're going to get it ballpark figure, put the air box back on, and then adjust it. Okay, now I can see. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Okay, you can see cut it through here, and it's this little adjuster right there. Grab my flathead. If you can get it down in there. And there we go, now we're on it. Right there, see how I'm turning it? Okay. We'll just set the air box on there for now. still water in that water box. Idling at about 1400. So we're idling about 1450. So we're about half of where we need to be. We want to crank it up to about 3,000. We're at 3450, so a little high. We're really close. I'll do another half a turn. I'll get the screwdriver in there. Okay. Let's see where that puts us. Okay, a little more adjustment. Probably went too much. We're about 2,500 now. You will have to monkey with this a few times. $29 to $3,100. We're about there. You see water stuff come out from the exhaust. So this one I did put a carbon. So this one I did put a carbon seal on. So I don't want to run it too long with that carbon seal because you need water to cool it. I could get a water hose and drip some water over to keep it cool. Normally I put a carrier bearing in all of them, but I had a spare carbon seal laying around, so I figured throw it in this one in case. Plus, it's carbon seal is less maintenance. You just have to make sure you tell the new owner that they can't run it without water cooling that carbon seal. I prefer the carrier bearing, but then you have to have the owner, you know, buy grease and keep it greased up. So it's kind of a 50-50 on what you want. For all my skis, I prefer the carrier bearing. So we've got this thing running. We got it idling pretty much ballpark where it needs to be at that 3,000 mark. It's jumping between 2,900 and 3,100. So we're in the ballpark. We'll get it in the water. We'll run it a little bit, and we'll keep an eye on that, and then we'll dial it in on the water as we need. Got a few more things to button up. A few screws here for the car bracket. And of course the front cover here, deflector, whatever you want to call it. Got to find a replacement for that. And then button up a few hoses. Got to tighten that jet pump back up. I will tighten that back up. Now that we're running up, I'll get my 17-inch socket and we'll tighten that back up. So we're good there. Hope you guys have enjoyed this project. The next video will probably be me putting decals on it and doing a water test. We'll get this thing in the water once we get those decals on. Registration, so we're legal. I'll probably spend some time buffing and polishing it too before I do that. You guys have seen enough buffing and polishing videos. I'm not going to bore you with another one of those. But you might be interested in me making the decals, making the registration numbers, so I'll do a quick video on that and putting those on. And then we'll take it to the water. So, again, hit the like button, guys. Leave me a comment, leave me a suggestion. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, please subscribe. So you get notifications. Hit that notification bell. So you get all these updates and all these projects. So I really enjoy working on these skis and hope you guys enjoy learning and seeing the progress on all these projects I'm working on. So hope you've enjoyed your summer so far. I hope to do some more riding. Can't wait to see my buddies at the sortie. If you're in Minnesota, check out the Twin Cities TC Jet Pilot sortie. It's in the end of August down on Mississippi at Lake Pepin. Check out the Facebook event page. I'll try to put a link in that in the description. But yeah, can't wait to get this thing out in the water and see how this new engine from Fox Valley Power Sports runs. Peter does a good job with these engines, I think. Haven't had any real issues. So really appreciate it. You guys have a nice one. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.